finished all the Harry Potter, so I was pretty happy about that. Where's the... Other than that, not really.
So,
There you go.
once you get us, I feel like you're going to need an energy drink today, buddy.
It can only take like 2 days.
Alright, because I was telling Shadow whenever we do the move, which is probably going to probably happen on the 7th, most likely. We're going to, I'm going to get a 20-foot U-Haul. Are we live?
Yeah, we're live.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Dashing with Greg. Your star is Greg. Your co-star is Sunglasses at Night, also known as Lawrence.
Yeah, I haven't been able to wear them lately because I keep forgetting them, but I finally remembered.
You know something that I don't understand? I want to bring this up on the Slackercast episode too, because I want to get Dustin's thoughts on it. But why can't energy drinks like this, Monster and all these, why can't they just tell you the fucking flavor?
They do, don't they?
No, they always have some fucking bullshit like Red Dragon, Ultra Paradise.
That's the flavor.
No, see, that's what the guy at my work said too. And I told him, I was like, okay, what's Paradise taste like?
What do you say?
Where's Paradise fruit? Where can I pick it? I want to get some Paradise seeds. How do I grow it? Paradise ain't a fucking fruit.
You gotta use your imagination.
It's bullshit, man. Just say what it tastes like. Like, Monster is the worst about that shit. They got a purple can, which obviously indicates it's probably going to taste like grape, which that one does. That's a grape flavor. But what do they call it? Ultraviolet. Why? And this shit, you know what it tastes like? It tastes like fruit punch with added cherry. What do they call it? Red Dragon.
I don't know about ultraviolet, but you're sounding ultraviolet.
These are fucking fantastic, by the way, if you've never had them. The Red Dragon Reigns. Cheaper than a Monster, too, and more caffeine. I'm gonna need you to up your energy level, dude.
It will as the dash goes on.
It will as the dash goes on. Well, you got me here, people. Full of energy. Ball cap on today. Rocky shirt. Been playing some boxing game.
Yeah, I seen that video.
We're up to 175. I think I brought in a couple people with those. I'm kind of pissed off because I had like an epic fight on the second video, but for some reason I lost audio.
What?
Yeah, I don't know why. Because this dude gave me the fight of my fucking life on there. Because he had reach on me, man. He had that reach, and I couldn't get past his reach. And he wouldn't come at me. So, like, I had to keep trying to come in and be the aggressor. And every time I come in, he fucking jabs me, man. Punches me in the face.
So what'd you end up having to do?
I mean, finally, I was able to work in and get some shots in enough because I overpowered him. I had more power stat than he did. So finally, I was able to get in some shots, and I got a knockdown, and I think he went out with the first knockdown. But man, it was rough.
So we're doing a Mystery Mondays tonight?
If you want
The
to.
cemetery thing. We haven't done one of those in a while, but...
I mean, we still have videos that we never talked about.
Those would be nice.
Depending on how well the dash goes, we can possibly maybe record another one.
It should go well. But you never been to Carrabba's, huh?
No, and I don't know what it is, and honestly, I don't care about it.
It's like an Italian restaurant.
We got this Italian restaurant over there in Diamond Head called Aroma that I honestly want to check out. Is it good? Was it good?
Yeah, it's really good.
How much did you pay?
I mean, Anthony paid for it all, but
Of course he did.
But yeah, he's a pretty good dude.
What'd you get?
3 entree appetizer thing. It was like, well, one had like calamari, fried calamari. It had steak, chicken, and some fried mushrooms. It was really good. Or it was like
Stuffed mushrooms.
stuffed
probably,
mushrooms. Yeah.
Stuffed
Fried.
portobellos, most likely.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are good.
And we had Long Island iced teas. It's pretty good.
Just you and him?
Just hanging out, man. Louisiana. It's different, man.
Did y'all fuck?
No, unfortunately, we didn't.
Oh, man. That's what I was looking forward to hearing about the most. Did y'all play some Conker's Bad Fur Day?
We did play Conker's Bad Fur Day. How'd you know?
Y'all in that fucking game, man.
How do you know we play Conker's Bad Fur Day?
Because y'all are like, that's like y'all's game, man. That is y'all's like golden eye for me whenever I was younger.
Now, how did you know we played that? Because I never told you.
Yeah, you did.
I never said
Y'all
that.
had an entire get-together with a bunch of guys just to play Conker's Bad Fur Day.
How'd you know that those 2 days, or those days I was
You
over there,
brought
we
up
played
Conkers in the car 4 times in the last month.
Yes, you have. And it was also on your games list.
How else would I know? How else would I know that one of the bosses is throwing toilet paper at a pile of poop?
I guess so. It's true, but it's just weird you chose that game of all things we played, because we didn't play that at Hattiesburg. Like, he literally thought about when I mentioned it.
No, but during the last dash, that was literally the one game that you came to defense about when people were talking about games.
Guess so. I guess you got me there.
What else did y'all play?
Just that game.
That's it? You were there like 3-4 days.
That's all we played, man. It brought back so many memories.
God,
It's
damn.
weird because he didn't even have it. I said one sentence and he was like, "Oh, I can download it with Rare Replay," and then he all like downloads it. So like, had I not said something, we wouldn't have played that game.
That's all y'all played?
So it's like, and it's weird how like everything lined up. How you said that game, how I just said a sentence, and how he downloaded it, and how we were playing it, and how you knew that. And I was like, it's weird.
It's because y'all fucking live in the past, man.
He's trying to get over, dude.
I'm sure someone will let him.
He was pointing to you, man.
I didn't see him. He's probably pointing at the thing dragging on the bottom of my vehicle, honestly.
Did you ever get the piece reattached?
There's another part down there that's got to be ripped off. But it's going to be a bitch. I just don't feel like getting on the ground and doing it right now, honestly. That's what it boils down to.
Remove it tomorrow morning and I'll do it.
All it really has to be done is just yanked really hard. And it'll rip right off of there.
Like I said, grab me tomorrow morning and I'll do it.
I know what I smell now. I smell those fucking beef jerky.
You don't smell shit.
You know, my kid loves that giraffe over there, how they keep putting different things on it.
It's pretty cool.
Are you high?
Oh man, just chilling.
And you're doing, Greg. I always pack either a high energy or high protein snack.
God, dude, you have no fucking energy. Like, you are like a corpse right now.
What was I last week?
I don't know, dude. You ain't got no fucking energy. And now you're getting in that mode where you're like defensive because you don't have any energy. Because I'm commenting on it. If you need me to stop so you can get a monster, just let me know. We can stop right here at the Circle K.
We're probably gonna stop to get drinks anyways, aren't we?
I already got this rain. He's got drinks back there. It'll be later before we stop and get drinks, but I don't want you to be this fucking monotone the whole dash.
It's just a chill stream, man. We don't gotta be hyped up all the time.
I don't care if you're hyped up. I just want you to at least sound like you're alive.
Dude, it's that one guy.
Or one guy.
What do I normally sound
This
like?
motherfucker, dude. Look how little his legs are.
Who is
He's walking along the train tracks. Look at him.
Who is he?
His name is Ronnie.
Looks like he stole some teenage girl's leggings.
He always wears those leggings. I don't know if he's gay or if he's like just takes whatever he can get. Like he can only wear women's clothes because of how small his legs are. That's actually what I think. But I don't know. Someone told me that he's a fucking child molester too. So
Even with scrawny legs, you can wear shorts.
Who told you that?
someone at work, man.
And they make slim leg jeans too.
Would you like me to state their name and social security number?
She was trying to get out, dude.
Didn't look like she had to stop to me.
It's like a Karen anyway.
Why are you on the side of the
Of the people.
The public today.
Some of the people's champ.
You know what, man? Fuck you.
What did you watch, before you get out, what did you watch, this week?
Not much of anything. Mostly the G1. A lot of wrestling. AEW. I haven't watched any movies, if that's what you're asking. I've got Candyman ready to watch, but I haven't watched it yet.
So you've got nothing to talk about this Tuesday.
I'm going to bring wrestling to the table. I can comment on whatever y'all comment on. I can ask questions.
It's better if you watch a movie, dude, so that we can have like movies to the table.
Oh, I'm sorry, Lawrence. I'm trying to finalize buying a house. I've been a little busy. My apologies. Can you pause that, please?
Well, you just keep it running. You're not going to be that long, are you?
Whoa, why does it say 12-something miles now?
Drop the
I'm about to. I want to get the Grubhub order now. It said like point-something miles, and it said 12 miles. Fuck you. Don't lie to me about the fucking delivery.
Either the navigator was still judging the distance, or somebody lied about their distance at first or something.
Alright, so it looks like we're going to Creosote Road. I ain't fucking... lying-ass motherfuckers.
So you didn't get any new collectibles, nothing to... What'd you do since I was gone? What have you been doing?
I've been playing some Greatest Heavyweights. I finished Breath of Fire 4.
Did you go outside your house at all?
I work a full-time job, Lawrence, so yeah, I spent plenty of time outside my house.
You been watching other people's streams lately?
No, I haven't. I don't have time for that. Weren't you supposed to be on a Corey stream? When is that one supposed to happen?
I don't know.
Cracker Barrel.
He'll tell me the night of, or he'll send me a link. I'll just jump in whenever.
You're pissing me off.
So, you've been pissed off since the last time I seen you?
Hey, Shadow, when I picked you up today, did I seem like I was in a good mood, or did I seem pissed off at all?
You seem pretty chill and ready to go for me.
See?
So why aren't you now?
You know what, Lawrence? I'm just gonna let you do your little thing, and then when you watch this back, which you probably won't do because you don't even watch our own shit.
I watched the Greatest Heavyweights thing.
How'd you like it, by the way? How'd you like that?
It's not better than the Fight Night Champion, but it's good. I play that game like the way you play that game.
Okay, well, you're comparing a game that was made in the 32-bit era to a game that was made in the fucking modern day of gaming.
It's just before my time. It was okay.
I'm talking
it looked
about...
easy as shit.
It's not. See, in the beginning, it's easy. If you watch the second stream, you'll see how it gets difficult. Because what's interesting about that game is when the guys have easy stats, they're easy fights. But once you start getting up there to where the stats start getting harder, and like you have to fight someone with reach. That's what impressed me the most about the game is like the reach is being utilized in that game, and it makes for some interesting fights. Once I get to where I'm fighting like Muhammad Ali and people like that, I think it's even better. I mean, I get it. If it's not your era, it's not your era. But there's a lot of people who appreciate it. I mean, you commented and said, fucking sick game.
I said sickest game ever. So yeah, I did watch it.
You need to watch the second one. It sucks that my audio wasn't captured because you could hear the aggravation in my voice.
Your daughter kept talking to you too.
Yeah, the second one, she's not on there because I did it at night. This is the thing. Like, people always give me shit about, why don't you record in the day? Why don't you record in the day? Y'all just let your daughter be on the stream. It'll be cute. Yeah, it's really cute whenever she pisses me off and I want to yell at her on camera because she won't shut up.
Kids too, man.
Okay, yeah, it's what kids do, but you know what? I ain't never watched a YouTube video with someone on it. I'd be interested in what they're saying, and then their kid starts chiming in with, and me fucking being like, oh yeah, I want to see more of that.
Wait, what is she saying?
She just screams, dude. She's just a kid. She's a kid being a kid.
Oh.
She makes squeals and squeaks and all kinds of shit. I don't like recording when she's in the room because she's just so fucking loud.
You gotta remember, he's never handled the kids.
No, he's got brothers, so he knows what I'm talking about. I'm assuming you were around when at least one of them was a baby or a toddler.
Any movies you're excited about coming out?
I mean, The Many Saints of Newark. I think I'm the only person in the world excited about that movie coming out.
I don't think it's going to be any good, man. I think it's going to disappoint too many people. It's living up to too high of expectations. So.
See, I feel the opposite. I think it's going to be great, but because it doesn't have any like hype behind it, it's going to be one of those movies that people miss out on, and then they hear about it from other people and catch it on DVD or whatever, or on streaming services, rather than, you know, catching it whenever it first aired. That's what I think is going to happen with that movie. You can agree with that, or you cannot agree with it. Why would the handicap spot be all the way back here? You would think it would be closer up. Just doesn't make sense. Arrived. Oh,
Yeah, Many Saints of Newark comes out on October the 1st.
David C. is what I'm looking for. I'll be right back. You want to pause that? People fucking suck in there, my God. Even when the workers comment, he's like, man, y'all motherfuckers don't drop nothing. He's like, why'd you mark it ready for pickup if y'all ain't even cooked the shit?
Who said that?
I told him, I was like, I agree. Stupid ass motherfuckers.
A lot of fast food places pull that shit.
Well, they do it ready for pickup. They mark it so they get good feedback on Grubhub. However,
So let's talk about Halloween Kills.
let's talk about it. I rewatched that trailer, and you're right. I was completely way too harsh on it. I admit. And I'm excited for the
Head
movie now.
south toward Three Rivers Road.
I'm excited for the motherfucking movie. You know what's weird to me?
What?
Is this whole owl situation that's like going with all the guys in the gang of ghouls. Because like the way it sounds, because I don't really know much about this shit, but it sounds like this motherfucker's targeting people who ain't even part of this shit. Basically, if you associate with them, you're a target. That's the way it seems to me.
I don't even know what he looks like.
Huh?
I don't even know what he looks like.
I know what he looks like because he was on one of the pepper challenges. But other than that, I mean,
Let him target. What's the worst you can do?
well, that's the thing. He's getting people's accounts fucking banned and shit like that. And then, like, he's actually calling one person's fucking house.
Has nobody thought about doing the same to him?
Well, you got to have the know-how to do shit like that.
It's not hard to get someone's account banned. Just make it look like they're
Yeah,
harassing you. And he obviously is harassing.
If you don't know what you're doing, it is a little difficult to get someone's phone number and address.
I mean, just get his account banned and make him make a new one.
I can do it pretty easily because I know how, but
Why don't you?
I did not long ago for a very stupid reason that I'm not gonna jump back into. And you know exactly what I'm talking about, Lawrence.
No, why don't you do it to Al?
Huh?
Why don't you do it to Al?
Because I've never had contact with him, so, and I don't even know his first and last name, so that would
be petty like him then. Get his account banned.
That would be a challenge. Man, these fucking far deliveries today. Jesus, man. What's with all the traffic? Stupid motherfuckers. Oh, motherfucker. I hate this so fucking much. Why is everybody going this way? This many people can't live over here.
I don't know.
Doesn't make sense.
What was that off of?
The South Park episode, the Johnny Cochran one with OJ. Motherfucking goddamn son of a bitch. It's a good delivery.
Chewbacca defense.
Yeah, the Chewbacca defense. Oh, can I finally go? Thanks.
It's legit. You must acquit.
If the glove doesn't fit, you must acquit.
Oh, look, Johnny Cochran's about to use his famous Chewbacca defense. Chewbacca defense. What the hell is that?
I still haven't played that second South Park game. That'd be a good one for me to stream, honestly.
The Fractured Butthole?
Yeah.
Same here. I want to play it. I've went all the way through the Stick of Truth, and I've ran that bitch.
Yeah, I like that game. It was good.
The sad thing is, the Jew character is the most powerful.
As it should be.
I mean, I like the mage. I love the mage, but the Jew character is actually pretty damn powerful.
Does Family Guy have a game?
No.
If they do, it's not worth enough to talk about.
Exactly what Shadow just said.
Hey, Family Guy was funny in its heyday.
It was. I agree with you.
What was funny and worthy of a game, they actually made a game where you get to run around and do shit in, was The Simpsons.
What about Big Bang Theory? Was it funny?
No.
It's weird, man. You have two types of people. You got those people who either love Big Bang Theory or those people who fucking hate it. And you know what I am? One of those people who fucking hate it. You know who my most hated character is on the show?
1,000 feet, use the second from the
Sheldon.
left lane to turn left onto
Sheldon?
US 49
Yeah, everyone's
South.
favorite. It's my most hated. I think he's I think he sucks. He's a prick. He's not funny.
That's his whole appeal is that
Well,
he's not.
his need to prove things starts to sound familiar in his vehicle.
All right.
But
We'll
Sheldon
mark
was
that
like,
one as Mark arrived at the restaurant, and we'll go deliver this order. Fucking.
You know what the scary thing is?
What's that?
There are a lot more people like Sheldon in the world than we realize.
what, geniuses?
I mean, actually like Sheldon
In
personality.
600 feet, use the second from the left lane to turn left onto US 49 South. Use the second from the left lane to turn left onto
What is
US
wrong with the
49
world
South,
today?
then turn right.
Dude, what is with these crap orders from Five Guys?
Told you.
I mean, from Grubhub.
Cold weather, cooler weather brought out the tweakers early.
The Tweakas.
Tweakers, crackheads, whatever.
Do your tweaker voice.
425. I'm guessing this is the Holiday Inn. I hope it's the Holiday Inn. A tweaker voice? Oh, man. Fuck, bro. Goddamn, I just slept like 12 hours. Fucking hungry. I think I'm gonna order some DoorDash. Oh, yeah, man. Get DoorDash, man. You want a tip? Man, fuck no, I ain't tipping. That's how they are, too. The fuck I'm gonna tip for? They get paid. you fly on that jet? That plane?
Depends on where it's going.
I'd sit in the cabin. I'm not going to fly on it.
You realize I'm kind of wishing I would have just left your ass at home.
Oh, don't worry, it's gonna be worse on the podcast.
Why do you sound depressed? What the fuck is wrong with you?
I just woke up, man.
I knew it. Did you not jack off today? Is that the problem?
Did you?
No. Didn't need to.
When's the last time you done?
I don't remember, honestly. It's been a minute.
What's up with Orc unsubscribing?
Maybe he's having financial difficulties, man. I checked our Patreon to see if we have any new subscribers, which we don't, because apparently we fucking suck. But
we're up to 175, so.
No, it's a rough time, man. People just don't have the money. Someone's got to really like us to want to give that kind of money right now.
You mean like,
You know what's funny?
Turn
Because
right,
I'm like,
then turn
somebody's
right.
got to really like us to pledge $2 a month.
I mean, it still makes a difference.
No, it doesn't, dude. What can you buy with $1? $2.
people with $1 in your pocket go to the Dollar Tree.
Your destination is on the
But
left.
I mean, I honestly don't care. Honestly, I've considered just stopping the Patreon anyway. Do you see a address number on there? Does it say 9475?
I don't see shit.
Oh, I don't think it says it's this one. All right, let me.
Run in the lobby and ask.
I'm just gonna text this guy and ask him.
Unless he's tracking you.
Well, they're always tracking. Are you at the Holiday Inn or the Best Western? Question mark.
They've really got to start differentiating on a fucking app for that. Like, we're at this one right fucking here. Not that one, this one.
Well, if he's at the Holiday Inn, it means he has class. If he's at the Best Western, it means he was just looking for the best deal.
I mean, I can't deny that. That's usually what we hit, Best Western. Has nothing to do with class, though. Everybody likes a good deal.
I know, I just said that. I like a good deal. I fucking stay at Super 8s when I travel. Alright, he's at the Best Western. Which means he's right here.
What number was he?
425. Do you see any numbers up top there?
We're at 525.
Yeah, the
Which
one.
means 425 will probably be on the next side.
Well, I mean, it might be up above too. 525 is on the bottom.
Yeah,
420.
but none of the rooms up above seem like they have doors with numbers on the doors.
Really?
I'm looking at 4 different doors above, and none of them seem to have a number.
That's weird. They should, because they're hotel rooms, but
There's no numbers on that set of doors, I'm telling you.
it's
That
weird.
says 629, so it looks like we're coming into the 600 as we come around the left.
That's what I'm saying. I think the 400s are up top.
Then why aren't there numbers on those doors?
Don't know.
Don't make no damn sense.
He's facing Holiday Inn. Alright. So it means they're over here somewhere. That must be him right there. Where's that straw? Right here.
Here you go.
Do you think the people at the Holiday Inn look at the people at the Best Western and piss on them?
Huh?
You heard me.
I do believe there are people that stay at more high-dollar hotels that think they're better than people that aren't.
That's kind of the point of staying at a high-dollar hotel. Holiday Inn isn't high dollar though. High dollar is like Hilton, Marriott. What's the one? Residence, things like that.
What do you think?
You just stayed in a hotel recently, Lawrence. What would y'all staying in? Was it you go inside to get to the room, or was it the door was on the outside?
You go inside.
You remember which branch it was?
I think it was Better Stay.
Was it a Roach Motel?
I didn't see any roaches, but it wasn't fancy or nothing.
So was it just you and Anthony? Did anyone else show up?
No, it's mostly just him. It usually is. We used to hang out back in the day. That's how it was.
Your brother didn't go with you?
He had school.
Huh?
He had school.
No, I mean, all the rest of us out there in the world who have, responsibility, you can't just take time off to play video games.
You could have if you wanted to.
Just kidding. What'd your mom have to say about the trip? I know she gave you some shit about it.
Nah, she was like, it's cool.
Filipinos never say anything is cool, okay? So you're fucking lying.
What would she say?
She's either A, going to say absolutely fucking nothing, or B, she's going to have some snide comment to make. But there's one thing that Filipinos don't say, be like, oh, that's cool, have a good time. They don't do that. Not Filipino women.
What's the version where they're just like, be safe?
They will occasionally do that. They will say the be safe.
Oh, that's what she said.
But she's been a little pissed off at you lately, so I feel like you're lying.
I'm gonna get this side open. I'll try it.
It's not gonna fit. It's not gonna fit. Let's just get the other one.
You think I'll fit in here?
I don't know, let's try. Look at that. Like a glove. The Shadow, I want to ask
Why'd you
something.
say to get a sweet tea?
Huh?
Why'd you say to get a sweet tea?
Because you need sugar or caffeine or something. At this point, I'd buy you a fucking large pizza if it would make you pep up a little bit.
Just tired, man. Not allowed to be tired.
Tired from what? Being off work?
Just got back from Louisiana.
That's in my way.
What's in your way? Oh. We're right now.
That's fine. As long as I know I'm not going to hit this guy behind me. I wonder what the topic is. So Shadow, answer me this. Is it just me? That's what I want to know. Is it just me that's noticing that he has no energy? Or is, I mean, like, do you see the same thing, or is it just me? Is what I'm asking.
I'm not remarking on it, so I don't, stir anything up.
I'm not going to remark on it, so I don't stir anything up.
I mean, I'm surprised you can even open your mouth to talk right now.
Let's just dash.
Huh?
Let's just dash.
You're blocking the fucking tow camera with that thing. Could you hand that back to Shadow, please?
Oh, look. What about now?
I mean, I like this version of you better. The smart ass, getting that little shit-eating grin on your face. I'll say that.
It's called pie eating right now. What's that shit?
A pie-eating grin?
Yeah, why would you be happy?
Who grins while they're eating pie?
Somebody who's happy to eat pie. Like, pie makes everyone happy. That's the whole thing.
I mean, pie is better than cake. No one can
I
argue
find that it was
that.
more appropriately dubbed grinning like the Cheshire Cat.
Oh, you know what? I know what I want to ask y'all. And y'all are the perfect two people to ask this question.
Ask me or ask Shadow.
Both of you. Because I need both of your opinions on this. So, me and Sean were in a debate at work Sunday night. The debate is we were trying to figure out what is the most catchiest, like, theme of all time. Like, not catchiest per se, but most recognizable. And the first thing he tried to say was the good, the bad, and the ugly. You know, but we're talking about worldwide recognition, not just America.
Oh, that's easy, dude. Randy Orton.
No, I tell this is it. Like, someone said we were talking about that, and then we mentioned what started is because we asked what was more recognizable, Halloween's theme or the X-Files theme. That's what started it.
X-Files immediately.
See, I say Halloween. Everyone else said Halloween too. Like I think more people would recognize that than the X-Files theme. What do you think, Lawrence?
X-Files. Well, the thing is, Halloween is both past, present, and future. Like, even kids, like, they came after, like, my little brothers know the Halloween thing, but they have no clue what the X-Files is.
So to solve this debate, we kind of just went on YouTube and seen which one had more views.
Which one had more views?
Halloween by far. Like, by over 20 million more. So it trumped it as far as, like, views. So I told him, I was like, it's definitely the more listened to thing. But then we got into, he's like, all right, well, what do you think is the most recognizable, like, tune or theme of all time? He said that one, and then someone said Star Wars. And
nope, I got something that beats it.
I don't know, dude. Worldwide recognition?
Got something that beats it. 007.
Super Mario.
007?
Yes, sir.
Fuck no.
Super
What?
Mario.
See, here's the problem. This is the same problem I ran into with Sean. Y'all are excluding kids. Kids are part of the world. So when you say worldwide recognition, that means adults and children.
Like I said, Super Mario.
Super Mario, Shadow may have a point with that.
It's,
There's
nobody that hears that doesn't know what it is.
He's got a very good point. Well, actually, some kids may not.
Very few. I mean, I know
Because, like,
kids, and most of their kids, I'm actually.
Nah, dude, I take it
but
back.
Star Wars, kids know it because of the new trilogy. All of that stuff, the cartoons, things like that. Adults know it because fucking Star
Mass
Wars.
Effect, dude.
Oh my God, you fucking suck at this. My God, you suck at this.
At this point,
Mass
I mean-
Effect. At least Shadow's given irrelevant things. Mario was a good
Mass
one.
Effect was one of the
At
most
this
popular
point, I
games.
mean, any show
In the world,
It was.
any show or movie in the DC or MCU, because everybody knows their themes when they come on now.
that's a good one too, but I don't think worldwide because of kids. Once again, kids. Now, someone else did bring up the Disney intro. That's a good one.
The monk thing.
I hate your fucking guts. I just want you to know that.
But you like the monk thing.
I'm not saying I don't. But is it fucking worldwide recognized? If I come up to any random person in any random country and do the monk theme, are they going to be like, I know that?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
What was the monk thing?
Ninja Turtles is another good one. Fuck you, Lawrence.
Okay. small bag.
He needs that small bag.
What?
He needs a small bag.
This is why on days when I know my energy's low, I usually pack high protein, high energy snacks. Like peanuts or cashews, and I bring
Let's
beef jerky.
take US 49 North Duckworth Road Gulfport. Arrival time on this route is similar to US 49 South, US 49 North Duckworth Road Gulfport.
Whatever.
In 500 feet. Turn right. Then turn right.
Alright, so we're going back to the Holiday Inn first.
We make a lot of deliveries there anymore.
I love hotel deliveries. As long as they give me the room number.
What you think of Nikki Ash?
I hate her fucking guts. I fucking despise gimmicks like that.
Who? What's this about?
Head
It's
north toward
fucking
US 49
this gimmick
South.
this female wrestler has that where she pretends like she's called Nikki Ash. Ash meaning almost a superhero.
Which I thought was pretty clever.
That sounds lame.
For all the people out there who's used to seeing Lawrence with energy
I just asked
and
you.
not this. Like, what do you think of Nikki Ash? Do you think she's good? I actually think
You didn't even comment on what you thought. You
I
always
did.
said
I
what
just
you,
told you what I thought. I think it's a good gimmick.
Why didn't you like?
Oh, here's my response. I don't like the Nikki Ash gimmick. I think it's lame.
What are the
I think
reasons?
WWE's played out the superhero gimmick for too long,
Who else have they used it with?
and I really don't enjoy it that much. They did. It's the exact same thing as Hurricane Helms.
Oh, I forgot about him.
Oh yeah, it's the same thing exactly. Only
Take
the
the next
Hurricane
right onto US 49
was a
South.
legit superhero. She's not.
Continue on US 49 South for 1
Do you
mile.
agree?
And who was
That's
she?
your energy,
But who was she before?
huh?
Wasn't she somebody before?
She was Nikki Cross. When in NXT, she was part of the group Sanity, which she was good with that group because she was like just some crazy bitch that come in the ring and
How'd she go from that to?
acted like a crazy
How could
bitch.
someone be in a
To a
group called
12-year-old.
Insanity and be crazy?
And then WWE does what they do with everybody. They moved her up to the main roster, and then they decided, hey, you're from NXT. Let's make you a complete and total fucking joke.
So how can someone be in a group Sanity and be fucking crazy?
That's the beauty of the group. It was called Sanity. But they were trying to say that there was sanity in their crazy. Like, they think that their craziness is what's actually is sane.
So
And everyone else is
their whole
actually
thing was just
crazy.
irony.
Yeah. But it was cool. They had a cool theme. They had a cool entrance.
How far can you ride on irony though?
I mean, they did a pretty good stint there. But it was just one of those things, too, that WWE just didn't run with good long enough. They didn't give them enough TV time.
The only guys I never understood were the guys that go out there and start throwing fucking pancakes into the crowd.
You know whose fucking entrance I love, even though it lasts like 30 minutes?
Please don't say the guy that
Suzuki.
sits down and plays a guitar.
No.
Suzuki.
Roman Reigns, dude. His new entrance.
Oh yeah.
It's so fucking badass.
The
But it
bloodline,
lasts for so long.
the fucking head of the table.
Yeah, the head of the table. Like, legit, the other night, I was skimming through Raw, right? His thing come on, so I always watch his
In a quarter
entrance.
mile, turn right.
As soon as his music hit, I was like, oh, fuck, I forgot my phone in my car. So I went outside to go get my phone, and I had to search around for it because, like, fell down in the seats or some shit. And by the time I came back inside, he had just started walking from the rampway at the top to the ring. I'm like, my God, this entrance is long.
I mean, are they going to allow him to keep it if it wastes that much time though?
That's the thing. It's not wasted time because it's fucking great. It's just long. It's comedically long.
But I mean, if it cuts into like, you know, ring
In
time,
500
then
feet,
what's
Yeah,
the
but
last
I mean, look, Undertaker's theme did the same thing. They didn't cut that shit for short.
Yeah.
Take the next
I mean,
left,
he
then
was
turn
an
left.
icon of another level though.
Roman Reigns is up there. He's like probably he is the head of the table
Yeah,
there
he's the head
now.
of the table. He's a top guy.
He's
right
the best thing going in WWE today. Like he's
now. Ever
really
since John Cena left.
he's one of the only reasons worth watching, honestly, because they don't do shit with AJ Styles.
I hate
Bobby
him.
Lashley.
Bobby Lashley's all right, but he's not like you're not ever going to go up to anybody and be like, dude, you got to watch this dude, Bobby Lashley. He's good. Everything he does is good. Bobby Lashley's a lot of flexing and screaming.
So was Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah, but that was a different era. That was a different time.
Bringing up John Cena, I hate John Cena. I would actually hit him with the car and say, sorry, I couldn't.
I have a love-hate relationship with John
Yeah, I
Cena.
love hate with John Cena.
I would call that bullshit that he does that you can't see me thing. I'd hit him with the fucking car and be like, sorry.
Which one is it, Greg?
I hated the Super Cena shit, but this
Greg,
is,
which one is it?
This is the Grubhub, I think. Yeah, this is the Grubhub. 624.
Which one was the
Holiday
Grubhub?
Inn, room 402.
The one in the Grubhub day.
No, I think he's talking about the Grubhub order. Was it the Five Guys? Or
Yeah,
the
it's the
other
Five Guys.
one? That's the one I got there.
Yeah.
I just hated that you can't see me shit. Makes me want to hit him with the car and shit. I couldn't see him. How a loser like him got into an episode of Scooby-Doo.
Huh?
A loser like Cena got into an episode of Scooby-Doo. Oh no, it was a whole fucking movie. Never mind.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they had a couple of episodes and movies with John Cena and other people in there. I think one of the movies had John Cena, The Undertaker, and somebody else.
See, why don't you do that on the podcast, man?
Because you're not right next to me on the podcast.
You can do it on the screen.
Greg, did you know about the whole thing with John Cena and other wrestlers being like the Scooby-Doo movies and shit?
Yeah. They're always doing some PG shit like that now. It's what they do, man.
I think they're telling people not to watch our channel, dude.
Yeah.
Some of the insider guys. I just need to figure out who it is.
You really think that's going on?
Why are people unsubscribing from our Patreon, dude?
I mean, it might be the guy that's literally attacking y'all and getting your accounts closed.
Something's going on, dude.
I already told you, dude. The people who support us, fist bumps all the way. We
Turn
appreciate
left.
all of it.
Then turn
The
right.
people who don't, if we're just not for them, we're not for them, man. It's whatever.
I still can't believe that. I thought that he would have like no followers and like he has more.
Isn't that discouraging, Greg?
It is discouraging. I kind of wish Shadow hadn't brought it up.
I didn't say any names, so how do you know who I'm talking about?
It doesn't matter, man. It's.
Turn right.
But then
turn
again,
right
Michael's
on
been
Creosote
that
Road.
Michael guy's. I already said his name, but he's been doing it a long time.
Like 5 years. That's what
Yeah,
I was trying to tell
we-
you guys last
Turn
time.
right on Creosote Road.
That's what I'm
Dude,
trying to
if we would have stuck with it and we would have not taken like a 4.5, 5 year break, our subscriber base would be up there.
That's what I'm telling you
In
guys.
600
Both of his accounts,
feet,
he's been going like
Use the
5 or
left
6
two
years.
lanes to
That's the
turn
only
left
thing.
on US 49 North.
Because our red circle, dude, like I submit it every week to Red Circle.
Mm-hmm.
It's like we were at like a small amount, like 5
left on
downloads,
US
6
49
downloads.
North.
We're already up over the hundreds.
That guy just ran a red.
Yep. Stop turn lane, man.
It's right here.
I think you'll end up getting a lot more subscribers once that stimulus drops and everybody blows their money.
I think we'll get a lot more subscribers when Shadow Wolfblood joins the chat.
I don't know. I might just have to join the chat.
I'll join the chat just to do nothing but middle fingers every 30 seconds.
Send a bunch of dick
Dude,
pics.
where has Cliff Booth been?
I don't know. Ben Grimm is always there, though. Ben Grimm is the man. He even jumped in on my greatest heavyweight stream.
What about Spaghetti Monster?
Spaghetti Monster.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Is this a joke or are you trying to go for the Pastafarian flying?
No,
spaghetti
there's
monster shit?
people that join our chat name that sometimes. It's weird, though. Like, our chat will blow up on the SlackerCast stream, but on our other streams, they kind of did. We're at 175, though, man. That's good.
Like I said, if this stimulus drops and everybody blows their damn money, you'll probably get more viewers.
Who's getting the force?
The fact that 175 people find us interesting is good enough for me.
Whoever qualified for the last two.
Anybody
that qualified for the last two qualifies for the next one.
Greg, you should be getting the stimulus too, huh? Because you got your daughter.
What stimulus?
They're dropping another stimulus.
They're not dropping another stimulus.
Hey there, between now and Christmas.
I bet it doesn't happen.
The only thing is, when this one drops, it's most likely going to be the last one, period, ever.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I will welcome another stimulus. You know what I'd probably do with it? Pay my house note for fucking however many months, so I'd be that many months ahead.
But you don't think we're getting it?
No.
Or buy that.
I keep up with that stuff, and there's nothing indicating that it's even close to being finalized. People are always submitting stimuluses to the fucking, to the heads up there, but they don't always make it even past the first stage.
House notes are nice, but if it does drop, I think you should buy that. I think you should focus on maybe having to buy the new dryer.
In
No, well, I
3.8
mean, it's
miles,
looking like we're gonna have it in
turn
there
right on
anyway.
Duckworth Road.
The thing is like
You're
it's
welcome,
not
by the way.
it's not outside the realm of possibility that we get a stimulus because the economy is shit right now. Nobody wants to work. That's the thing. But the thing is it's not that there's no jobs out there. It's that nobody wants to work. What they need to do instead of fucking worrying about another stimulus and giving out free money is up the minimum wage, dude. Increase that shit to $15 an hour. Give people an incentive to want to go to work.
But you don't need $15 an hour. You go to work.
Knowing the government?
No, but I still
$15
make enough. I mean, I just got $1 an hour raise, so.
Knowing our government, they'll up it to $15 an hour.
Oh, so what are you making now, Greg?
Once everybody goes and applies
What are you
for a
making
job.
now?
I'll tell you off the podcast, but I'm not telling you on it.
Knowing what they do
Whatever,
now,
dudes.
the way our government is, they'll offer $15 an hour. Everybody will get their jobs, and a month later, it drops to $10 an
I love how Lawrence is always trying to get me to do shit that can get me fired on the podcast.
hour. Discussing things with information that can cause trouble.
Actually, that couldn't get me fired, but it could open the doors of them to find a reason to fire me. That alone couldn't. But this is what's going to happen.
This is Walmart. They're always looking.
Yeah, I'm going to talk about it. Then I'm going to go off on a tangent. Then I'm going to say something that will be reason to get me fired because we do have a social media policy.
And Walmart is always looking for a reason to fire people.
Exactly.
Nice hog guy.
Especially anyone that's been there long enough to have any
I have so much
remote
compassion for this
version of
lady.
tenure.
I do.
Anybody that's been there long enough to have decent pay, they're looking for a reason to let them go and hire in some kid at basic pay.
Yeah, it's true.
I'll tell you that I will tell you this much about my area. The minimum wage on my area now, if you get hired on, is $12 an hour.
I thought it was still 11.
No, it's 12 now. They just upped it by $1.
Nice.
So no matter what you do in Walmart, you're going to get at least $12 an hour minimum,
Nice.
which is not bad, considering that McDonald's is going to offer you probably 8 or 9.
Right.
You know, Spike McDavid probably has no idea.
Don't ever say that name on the air, dude,
Shit. Damn it.
because I got to edit that out now.
Yeah, we all fuck up. But since certain people probably don't remember who I am, period, anymore, I could probably reply to our Walmart and see what happens.
I mean, you should here's the thing. You gotta show them. You can't just go to them and be like, "Hey, I want a job back. Give me another chance," and them doing it. You gotta push the issue. You basically have to annoy them.
Yeah, normally you're supposed to at least get an email to confirm that they actually got your app.
Dude, they can barely even process people's points right now for absences. That disappoints me, man. Why? This is what pisses me off about this area is when I see buildings like that could be like a good restaurant or some type of franchise
That have already shut down.
that no one does anything with.
That could be a Jollibee.
Here, yeah, exactly, it could be.
I mean, look at what used to be Kmart. They managed to turn it into
This right here, that building right there would be perfect for a Jollibee.
What pisses me off is I used to eat at that Crystal's. And then there's like, nope, we're closed.
But something weird about this area, I don't know if it's Mississippi in general or just this area, that people will just hold on to a property. They'll do absolutely nothing with it. People will make them offers. They won't sell it. They won't build on it. They won't do anything with it. They'll just hold it.
Or the exact opposite, where it goes through 4 or 5 owners, and it's literally 4 or 5 different businesses in a matter of a few years. know, 5 or 6 different businesses, and none of them were successful.
So we're doing this pizza tonight, right, Lawrence?
I'm broke, dude.
In
I'm
1
from
mile,
Louisiana.
turn right on
You
Duckworth
just told me
Road.
that he paid for everything.
I had to pay for gas. He didn't pay for that, so I can get there and back.
Gas cost you
It was a 2-hour drive, and that's not accounting for there and back.
to what part of Louisiana?
Baton Rouge.
Okay, that's factor in this. Let's see, your drive up there. You spent about maybe $200 in gas.
Yep.
Because you had to fill your tank up once to get there, and you had to fill your tank up once to get back. So actually, you probably only spent about $100 in gas. Other than I added in the extra 100 because I'm assuming that y'all drove around in your car.
Yeah, we're driving around in my car. We're just cruising the town. You know, went to some bars and stuff, but it was all right. People in Louisiana are fucking. I don't like them, but it's a whole different story.
Yeah, they're shitheads over there.
They're mean, dude.
They are mean. You think people are mean here? Go to Louisiana.
They're both mean, but it's just mean in a different way. I don't like.
Go to any of the little fucking parish neighborhoods, you'll see me.
Yeah, you were.
That's not to say we don't appreciate our Louisiana listeners.
It's funny because Anthony parked on some dude's grass.
Turn
I'm like,
right on Duckworth
I don't think you're
Road.
supposed to do that, man. Like we do it in Mississippi all the time. And as soon as he said that, dude came out of his yard. And you can tell this guy was like a yuppie dude. And he came out, it was a nice neighborhood. He came out and said, "Can you not park on my curb? Like, can you just get off of it? Because it's kind of my yard. So I don't want it to
In
be damaged.
1.3 miles,
Thank you."
turn
Well,
right
why
on
would
Windrose
Anthony park on the
Circle.
grass anyway?
He says, "What we do in Mississippi?"
Park in someone else's yard?
Like, you know when you pull up to park on the curb, like you
Yeah.
say, he parked his tires on that curb.
You don't fucking do that. Nobody does that. Where did he get that from? Nobody does that.
This is the kind of place where people shoot you for stepping in their yard.
It was like one of them nice neighborhoods, like Savoy Place, all those like super nice neighborhoods.
Yeah, nobody does that, dude. The only time you do that is if you know the person.
If it's a hungover neighborhood,
What was funny?
people may not shoot you, but they'll call the cops and they'll try to actually
These are
be
like
about it.
Karens, dude. This is like
I'm
a
gonna.
damn
I,
Karen.
no, that guy wasn't a Karen. That guy was within his rights. I would have came outside. I'd have been like, "Hey, can you get your fucking car off my grass?"
Well, it was funny because Anthony thought he was doing the inspection for the dude because I went with him on his jobs. He was showing me what he does. And he came out and followed the dude back into his yard. It was the wrong guy. The guy was like, "Can I help you? What the fuck are you doing?" Because he followed him into his backyard after he told him to get off his yard. And then Anthony, he was right behind him.
Probably thought that dude
In
probably
half a
thought
mile,
Anthony was gonna kill
turn
him.
right.
So I told Anthony, it's like, you probably thought you were going to go kill him, dude, for saying something.
I mean, y'all were in Louisiana. You never know.
That's what I'm saying.
Speaking of which, did you notice what was hanging in the trees when you pulled up into my yard?
No.
Well, 3 days ago, my dog starts going nuts around midnight. I go outside and I hear a bunch of people yelling, "Go, go, go, let's go, let's get home." So I let Alpha out in the yard and I tell him to go get him, and I grab my baseball bat and I start running towards the edge of the driveway. And there's 5 or 6 people. There's somewhere between adolescents and adults.
Oh yeah, the toilet paper.
And they're all piling into a truck that takes off going over towards Butte.
Turn right on
And here's
Windrose
the thing.
Circle.
I yell at them because I can see their license plate. It's like, "I got your fucking license plate." And then another truck from the nearby driveway pulls out behind them to cover them.
In
They both take
400
off
feet,
driving,
you'll arrive.
act like I don't see the vehicles. Both of them pull back 5 minutes later and back into one driveway, and I walk up there and accuse them. And I was like, "Your fucking truck just left my driveway, and you're going to
You've
tell me that I
arrived at
didn't
your
see it?"
destination.
No, it's just TPing, man. That's harmless.
Dude,
fun.
it wasn't just TP. For one, they emptied out 8 rolls into our trees and yard. They took 3 rolls of saran wrap and made sure that we couldn't open the fucking car or van doors.
Okay, now that.
Heated up cans of sauerkraut and stuffed them in the mailbox and saran wrapped it shut.
Okay, yeah, that's a little. Do you know who did it? Like, do you want to go kill him?
I know who did it. And the thing is, the only reason I haven't went after him is because Paul told me not to.
Fuck Paul, man. Go after him.
But anyways, as the story goes, that night I went up to that driveway and I was accusing them, they were denying it. Then you have some dude, Greg.
What are you trying to do? The Roman Reigns thing with the food here? Make me wait.
I'll finish it when Greg gets back. Let's just say one of the dudes was actually like 4 inches shorter than Greg,
Oh, so
trying to bowl up to me.
he's got courage.
It wasn't courage, it was stupidity. Just coming up at me, bowling up at me, cussing, making his little threats. And he's like, what you gonna do with that bat, man? What you gonna do with that bat? He's like, you want to see what I'm gonna do with the bat? And then he's like, hold on, we'll hear Greg's here. I better finish it when he gets here.
Finish it when Greg-
So, Greg, I'm not calling you short. I'm just saying there was a dude that was like 4 inches shorter than you in this group that was coming up,
That
bowing
dude
up
was
to me.
short.
He was bowing up to me, coming up at me, and what you gonna do with that bat? What you gonna do with that bat? Bitch, come up to me like he's gonna fight. He's like, you want to see what I'm gonna do with this fucking bat? Because a couple of them were fucking adults that were in on this. We're talking about people that were at least 21 that were in on this shit. That were obviously adults. And while they're denying the shit, this dude just keeps blowing up. I get tired of it. I raise the bat, and then all I see is his girlfriend yelling, don't you start that shit here. We got guns. The other one pops like, yeah, I got my fucking 45. I was like, well, go get your fucking 45 then. And they're yelling and cussing that they got a 45, shoot people in the face, and all this other stupid
Next
shit.
time they say, I have guns, say, yeah, well, my friend has more. I promise you.
You know.
Oh, don't do that shit because we got to stop that, dude. Because you got a daughter and all kinds of crazy shit.
For all their
That's
talk
not,
about-
you're not threatening anybody with that. You're just saying you're matching their threat with a better
That
threat.
always escalates.
For all their talk about guns, nobody was willing to go get one, and none of them came close enough to me to do anything.
Like, we got to start thinking about that, dude. We got things to lose now.
And I think the guy started to realize when he looked at me with how pissed I was and the fact that I was way fucking bigger than he was with that fucking bat, I would have totaled him. And you know
Damn,
what?
look at that house.
If there was
Two
only-
fucking stories, 2-car garage.
Shadow, have you ever heard the saying?
If there was only one person,
It's
I would have
not
put the bat down. But
size
3
of the
people
dog.
there, I'm going to even the odds.
It's the size of the fight in the dog.
Dude, this guy I could have punted like a fucking Chucky doll.
We don't know that because Alexa Bliss just had a match with Charlotte Flair and she put
If
up a
Shadow's
good fight.
confident that he could have done it, then we need to back up Shadow's word, okay? Let's not take the sides of fucking people that we don't know. It's not how bros work. Capiche?
But dude, like 3 fucking cans of heated sauerkraut dumped in the mailbox and saran wrapped like with a whole pack of saran wrap. And it sat in there overnight before I got outside and realized what was in the mailbox at least. So the next day, you know, getting out there with that shit being hot in the mailbox in the heat of the day, that was fucking nasty smell, dude. Then they take a bunch of the trees and saran wrap around them just to be assholes. They take like 3 or 4 rolls of saran wrap and wrap the fucking car doors and the van doors shut.
Here's where Lawrence makes a point. Do you know why you don't like further the altercation with people like that? Because eventually what they're going to do is wait till you're not home, then they're going to come back and do something worse.
Yeah, except for the fact that Paul's not like me. I'll come after somebody with a baseball bat. Paul will come after them with a pump shotgun.
Yeah, but I mean, if Paul kills them, then Paul has nothing left to protect because he's laying on a box spring beds like fucking other people that we
Self-defense,
know how to.
they're intruding on his property.
Not if he goes after him with a shotgun.
If they come onto his property
Oh.
aggressively, yes, he does.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They'll just wait till y'all aren't there. Like, they'll probably keep watch one day when they see you and him go to the store to do your weekly grocery thing. That'd be the prime opportunity.
Oh, well, that's where Paul's got a couple of aggressive-ass dogs. If they're dumb enough to go into any of the houses, the dogs will eat them alive.
Dude, those dogs can get punted so easy.
Yeah, I know. But you've got my dog who, while he may be a coward, he actually looks intimidating. I mean, he intimidated
I love
you.
your dog, though. Your dog is such a good dog.
Yeah, but before you knew that, that dog intimidated you running out the car.
He didn't intimidate me. I just didn't want him to fucking jump up on me.
Well, you looked intimidated.
I don't get intimidated by dogs that I think I can overpower.
Dude, if Shadow thinks you looked intimidated, you looked intimidated.
Well, I'm telling him that I wasn't, even though it may have appeared otherwise.
Oh, he's trying to throw it on you for what you said before.
I know.
Yeah. And then you try to save face by saying Lawrence was right about something. Shut up. What
There's no saving face. I don't need to save face.
But
do you think it is?
It was a good bill.
Paul's not like me. If they come on the property, you know, I'll come out with a bat or something like that because I don't like guns. But Paul's the kind that will come out with a fucking shotgun without hesitation.
Let's not talk about shotgun. That's just gonna stir up.
He was actually at your Walmart the other day after our shopping. He was actually trying to look at a 12 gauge.
Well, probably be the one to sell it to him. And I'll turn his ass down if he gives me any shit. Because I have that power.
Well, he was looking for a specific brand and type of 12 gauge. I don't know
Oh,
much
he's
about
that
guns.
guy. He's that guy that comes in there and be like, why ain't y'all got any of the Bible band? I'm like, because we don't, man. We get in what the manufacturer sends us, okay? We don't have, our pick of the pony here.
Well, the one he was looking for, he said it was something like between 200 and 250, something like that on the price. Then him and some old guy got into a debate about whether or not you can find primers and make your own ammunition.
Oh, God. I'm glad I wasn't there for that.
I don't know enough about guns to know what the fuck he's talking about primers about.
You need primers to make your own ammo.
But him and this old guy was talking about primers where, well, I can find the powder and everything else I need, but I can't find primers.
I just can't find those goddamn primers anywhere.
I'm sitting there like, are you guys gonna be here talking about this shit for a while? Can I go do my thing? No, I don't like guns. If it can be resolved with a fucking club, I'll use a club.
I'm out of drink, Lawrence.
So?
That's a problem.
You should pull a Farnsworth to shake the can in his direction. Oh, the vast emptiness.
Going
In a
to
quarter
Papa
mile,
John's.
turn left onto Ashley Drive.
Better pizza, better ingredients. Papa John's.
Papa Thongs.
Turn left onto Ashley
Welcome
Drive.
to the
then
show,
you will
Lawrence.
arrive
You
at your
finally got a
destination.
little bit of. It sounds like you have some spirit in you now.
Told you, dude, I was tired. I said
What,
it was
what have I told you about Mondays? You don't fucking not drink a Monster. You have to drink energy drinks on Mondays.
And what did I tell you? I said I get energy as the dash goes on. I told you this.
I don't like
I
that.
predict. Well, I don't know what else to tell you.
I'm
I
telling
do
you.
remember you saying that last week, Greg, but I also remember that half the time he falls asleep halfway through the dash.
Yeah, that's what really aggravates me.
Anyways,
It
what
makes
we were
me-
saying was, what did you think about the new Alien trailer?
I didn't see
You
it.
arrived.
Not Alien, I mean Matrix.
Here's the thing, man. It looks interesting. I'm not gonna lie. I watched the trailer and I immediately got excited. Oh, there's gonna be another Matrix movie. Then I started thinking about it, and I'm like, how bad could they fuck this up? And that's when I started thinking, oh man, this is gonna be problematic.
It is. You got the pizza back ready?
Somewhere. I actually have a conspiracy theorist that dropped a subject that I don't know if you've seen it. I know Greg's seen it because he's seen this old movie, but ties in the Matrix with Johnny Mnemonic.
Johnny Mnemonic. Who's that?
Post-apocalyptic dystopian movie with high tech in certain areas. Basically, like most of society's been fucked, but there's still areas with high tech that's owned by rich people. Luxury areas.
Coming on. I don't know what side he's coming from. Looking at me, but
Greg, you've seen Johnny Mnemonic, right?
It's been a very, very long time, so I don't really remember much about it.
I told you my buddy, the conspiracy theorist, is always bringing up weird shit. He's trying to tell me that Johnny Mnemonic actually ties into the Matrix #1.
it sounds like a good theory.
But for once, it actually was a good theory for once. This is the first time that he had an actual good conspiracy theory. And it's about the fact that Johnny Mnemonic being post-apocalyptic dystopian, they still got the high luxury, high-tech areas and everything.
Head west on Ashley Drive toward US 49 North, then turn left onto US 49 South.
And Johnny Mnemonic, his dive into the net to get the code they needed to actually cure the virus, the code they needed to, crack the passcode to get the cure to the virus that humanity had, actually was supposed to be a setup for what happened with Matrix #1, and when technology finally got out of hand and machines took over.
I mean, if you really wanted to reach, you could make Bill and Ted tie into the Matrix.
No, but I mean,
Because they go so far forward into the future that
but this one actually makes sense. If you watch Johnny Mnemonic and then go and watch the first Matrix movie, this is one conspiracy theory that
Turn
actually
left onto US
has
49
a little bit of
South.
leverage.
I'll be honest.
Continue on US 49 South for 3 miles.
And the fact that Keanu plays in both and that he's literally in the net fighting for something for humanity in both. That is, the fight fight someone he has to fight someone in the cyber realm trying to stop him from his goals.
What the fuck are you doing?
Well, it had a similar ETA on here, but then it has me going back to Crossroads anyway. So that doesn't make sense.
I'm just saying, this is like the only conspiracy theory he's had that actually seems like it could be something.
I mean, it's an interesting topic, but I guarantee they're completely unrelated.
It actually has a relation. I mean, if you go back and watch Johnny Mnemonic...
Were they done by the same director?
I don't know.
Same writer?
I don't know.
Then it doesn't have any relevance.
Go back and watch Johnny Mnemonic, and it actually does seem like it could tie in pretty easy.
Could. Like I said, it's a fun theory, but...
It makes sense. And I mean, in both movies, he plays somebody who dives in the net and ends up trying to save humanity from some bullshit. Usually from a program that's trying to kill humanity.
I just think that if it was going to tie into the Matrix, they had 3 movies to reveal that, and they didn't do it.
Like I said, it's one of his few conspiracy theories that has ground. I mean, this one actually stands, maybe not strongly, but, you know, it can get there.
Well, the beautiful thing about conspiracy theories is they always have a ground. They always have legs to stand on. They just aren't always the strongest legs.
You're talking about like all the anti-vaxxers now, the vax conspiracies.
I mean, it never ends when it comes to conspiracies. I mean, are you more on board with me now with the anti-vaxxers?
I'm fully vaccinated, so you don't
I'm
have to.
kind of an anti-vaxxer, dude. That's what's funny about this whole thing. And if I'm someone who doesn't like vaccines and I got the vaccine,
Unless it leads to a zombie apocalypse, I don't care.
I'm just with you now, dude. I want the world to go back to normal.
Exactly. It's like, you want to go back to normal or not?
Everyone's got their own version of normal. It'll never go back to anything we actually reminisce about.
Oh, I wanted to go back to me being able to go to a restaurant and walk through the front fucking doors of the
Or not
lobby.
just that, dude. Movie theaters.
In movie theaters. I want to go back to a world where people look like they actually kind of enjoyed being in it.
Aren't the movie theaters back open again?
That's one small step, but we need other stuff too. Like, in movie theaters, it's not the same.
Do you want to know what's a glimpse of normal to me? When I watch an NFL football game. That to me is like, okay, we're finally getting back to some kind of normal.
Or rock concerts.
Not NFL games with fake fucking crowd sounds. These are real crowd
Dude,
sounds.
remember wrestling without the crowds? That was so depressing, dude.
Yeah. That Thunderdome shit.
Mm-hmm.
I hated it.
When's Bailey coming back to the WWE universe? Sasha. Oh, never. I can't remember.
Would "Who Cares" be the appropriate response from me?
She was the top dog for a while. Yeah, no, you just don't like the women's division, dude. Right?
No, I actually like Bailey, but I mean, like, if she's not going to come back and be heel Bailey like she was, it was great. Then I'm not. But you already know when a wrestler's gone for a long time and they come back, they're always face.
Becky Lynch. You're wrong.
She did turn heel, but the thing is, she's like heel face.
What the fuck is that?
It's like she's trying to be a heel, but everyone still loves her anyway. So.
Oh, like they
It's
do with
not
Stone
working.
Cold.
Yeah.
Dude, even when that guy got out of wrestling and started doing movies, he was still a jackass.
Even the glass breaking part of that theme sounded fucking weird. That
But you will stand up.
and it wasn't bad. It was actually good. It was just.
Can you answer me this? Why is it every wrestler that quits wrestling and goes to do movies ends up bald?
There's a reason for that. Tell him, Greg.
Shaving your head is a sign of like retirement, like true
The Rock,
retirement.
Stone Cold,
Shawn Michaels.
dumbass John Cena.
He's actually a good dude.
I haven't
man.
watched the newest Dark Side of the Ring yet.
I think you need to give him a chance, dude.
Oh shit! A new episode of Heels came out. I gotta watch that too. Shit, I got a lot to watch. Say what you will, John Cena was the new Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, he was.
I can't watch him because I can't see him.
He would have liked his thug version then. Where he was just raw.
It was good stuff.
I think the most annoying John Cena thing I've ever seen is when a fan actually made a mod for Fallout 4, and every time you fired your fucking gun, it goes, "It's John Cena." Now imagine that like 80 times back to back, really fucking fast.
John Cena.
You know what I fucking hate doing, honestly, Lawrence? I hate watching the old rock stuff because it was so fucking good. It makes me hate the fact that he ever went to Hollywood.
Yeah, no. That's the one thing that's unforgivable. Was like he wasn't the same when he came back from Hollywood.
They never are. It's because they have that image to protect thing now.
Hollywood changes people, so does that kind of thing.
He became Dwayne The Rock Johnson. It wasn't The Rock anymore.
Yeah, instead of The Rock being a character, The Rock was just a persona.
Yeah, it was just a persona.
I mean, there's also, there for a while, it was Dwayne the Tooth Fairy Johnson.
You want to run your mouth, Triple H? Like shit like that with the sideburns.
Shut up, bitch!
See, at least Triple H actually kept his fucking hair when he started doing movies, though. He still had his fucking long hair. He didn't shave his
Yeah, he
head.
looked so much cooler with hair.
He did. He looked awesome with hair.
But he wanted to go bald. He chose to be bald. He wasn't even going bald.
Yeah, that's what's weird about Triple H.
I remember The Rock having hair at one point during wrestling, but they all shaved their head.
You know what I think it was, honestly?
What?
I think Stephanie was pissed because Triple H had better hair than her.
That's probably what it was.
She's like, you know what? You gotta shave your fucking hair.
No, dude, everyone saw Stone Cold and wanted to be Stone Cold. They wanted their music to sound like that. They wanted to be edgy.
But think about it. Even you admitted Triple H, the fact that he kept his hair when he was acting, he actually looked good.
God, wrestling
Dude,
was,
and then fucking Kurt Angle went bald.
wrestling was so good in that
Kurt
era,
Angle
dude.
seems like it was appropriate.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto Three Rivers Road.
Yeah, it's true.
The weird thing about Kurt Angle is he's one of the few that when they shaved their head, it seemed like it was appropriate for him. Like
You're
it fit
bald. You're bald.
You're
You're bald.
him. But is it just me or does he look fucking weird because of his neck, where his neck was broke?
Yeah. He was never able to
Turn
move his
right
neck.
onto Three Rivers
It
Road.
looks like
But man, he could put on some matches.
It looks like he pumped iron and all the muscle went to his neck.
And he had his. You know what? You're right. That theme should have been on mine somewhere because that is one of the greatest themes
It's
ever.
one of the greatest things of all time.
Continue on Three Rivers
Now,
Road.
honestly,
for
you know, the
half a
only
mile.
reason I didn't put it on mine is so it wouldn't steal thunder from being on yours.
Nice. You knew it was coming.
Yeah, I knew you were going to have it on there. So I didn't want to steal your thunder with that. Because I knew no one was going to have Mr. Perfect's theme as their number one.
In a quarter mile, at the traffic circle, take the second exit onto
Speaking of
Airport
all that
Road.
bald-headed shit, I'll tell you somebody before they shaved their head who had some badass looking hair was fucking Undertaker.
Yeah, and then we had a mohawk at one point.
I kind of preferred his long hair with the trench coat and that fucking wide brim hat.
Yeah, that's Undertaker.
Dead man walking.
That's the other guy that went biker.
The
It was
fucking
like-
white contacts that glowed in the dark.
Yeah. And then Kane went bald. What the fuck? Why did Kane go bald? They all went bald.
I mean,
holy shit.
Because Kane always had fake hair to begin with.
The thing was, The Rock didn't have a whole lot of hair. I mean, he had like a small head of hair, but he
Exit the
still
traffic
looked good when
circle
he had
onto
hair.
Airport
When he was
Road.
bald, he looked retarded.
Just looked like a pumped up Vin Diesel.
The Rock.
No, he's still. I mean, The Rock looks smooth no
Continue
matter
on
what.
Airport
Yeah,
Road
The
for
Rock's
three
The Rock,
quarters of a
dude.
Wait, did
mile.
Vin Diesel ever have hair, or did he always shave his head?
He had a little bit, but he shaved early on. Watch Pitch Black. He had a little buzz kind of thing going on.
I mean, even back in the first.
It wasn't
Fast and-
clean shaved.
Even back in the first Fast and the Furious, it looked like he had his head shaved.
Yeah, he's been bald as far as I've known him. I just know that in Pitch Black he had it to where
Vin Diesel and Jason Statham are the bald men I want to be.
they make bald cool.
Those are the only two that seem like they've been bald from day one and weren't trying to copy somebody.
Can someone explain Hogan to me? Like, has he always had the skullet, or did
You know what's funny is my dad has always kind of like reminded me of Hogan because he's always been bald with the hair, just the horseshoe or whatever. And then he had the mustache.
Turn left onto Worthy
He
Road.
still has that today, dude.
It's nice.
I love it. Dun, dun, dun,
God,
dun,
Hulk
dun,
Hogan used to get so
dun,
fucking
dun.
worked up though.
Yeah,
Looking all hyped up, ripping his fucking shirt off. Yeah, brother.
that was cool.
Was cool.
Yeah, but it was like
Take
he
the
was,
next left
his
onto Worthy
reaction was
Road,
like he was
then
on
turn
fucking
right.
drugs.
The brothers. Because he'd always say, "Hey, brother." That's
All right,
not
Sweet
gonna work
Room
for me, brother.
315. 1-4.
Dude, we
Wonderful
watched this fucking
100.
documentary about Andre, dude. and they were talking about Andre and Hulk Hogan and their wrestling match, and Hulk Hogan actually hurt himself lifting Andre.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Dude was so fucking big, Hulk Hogan hurt his back lifting him, and Andre had to like push into the lift just so he could.
Yeah, so he didn't get dropped on his fucking head.
Nice.
Now that was actually a pretty good documentary, though. You should have actually watched that one.
I need to be watching a lot of stuff.
They were showing the size of a beer can to him, dude, and it looked like one of those dinky little half.
No,
size
there's a
seen
picture.
that. I've
There's a
seen that
picture that
picture
came on social media recently of a nurse treating Andre's wounds in a fucking bed. And when you look at her arms compared to his when she was like wrapping him up, dude, it's insane how fucking big that dude
I need
was.
to see that.
But
Yeah,
in
that
the
picture is
documentary, it
fucking
said
insane.
He was getting too big for his body to hold.
That's probably how he died, dude.
His knees were starting to give out too.
He was Andre the Giant.
You want to keep it in the bag up there? That way it's hot when you get up there.
I think he's right here, Greg.
RVCA, whatever the fuck that is.
I don't know what that means either.
His knees were starting to give out because he was just getting so damn large, and it wasn't just fat; it's just his condition.
Was he? You think it was because of his heart though that he died? Didn't he die of a heart attack?
I'm not quite remember what they said he died of on the
You
documentary.
know what, Tyler? Fuck you, you cheap motherfucker.
What he
Do you
did?
know how much he tipped me?
What?
$2.60.
Oh, what? What's our rule?
I only took the delivery because it was under my mileage requirement.
No, fuck that, because he didn't tip you shit.
My mileage requirements as long as I get $1 a mile.
They were showing like beer cans, dude. And they looked like these little,
Oh fuck!
these little half-size soda cans you see now. That look like they're for fucking kids.
Yeah.
It looked like he was holding nose when he was drinking them. He said he had to drink 3 times as much beer as anybody else to get drunk.
The ball from the man.
And it's sad because that's what killed him in the end, was being so big, man.
Yep. Well, he was
Could you imagine what he could eat, dude?
I don't want to. It's so sad to think about. He was such a massive man.
If he went to an all-you-can-eat buffet, holy shit.
Shadow, how big do you think his dick was?
Let's hope it's not in proportion to the rest of his body, because that would scare any woman.
Sure it did.
You know he was with a lot of women, right?
Yeah. He had to have 2 at one time.
I wonder how many of them were fucking bow-legged.
Could you imagine what they went to Japan and shit. He spent a lot of time in Japan. Could you
I already know
imagine
this
what
is
he did
going.
to fucking Asian women?
I was
Dude,
gonna say,
these are so
they're
small.
Could you imagine how he
He
would...
probably literally, it was like a circus act for them. He was probably tossing them up in the fucking air and shit.
Dude.
I mean, could you imagine how bad he would ruin any glory hole
He
experience?
might have palmed that bitch and was just like lifting her up and down on top of it.
Andre was a big dude, man.
But see, Japan used to have those public glory hole things, so could you imagine how bad that experience would have been ruined?
I don't think his dick is fitting in a public glory hole, first off.
No,
Yeah.
the Japanese ones, the women stick their whole bottom half through.
What the fuck?
Is that weird that that's appealing to me?
They stick their whole bottom half through, and the only thing that you don't see is from the waist up.
That sounds great.
You get free reign of the
Free
legs. And
reign.
bottom
Isn't
half.
that like rape, though?
I would
No,
think so.
I mean, that's literally a sex work thing they have.
Sounds like rape.
No, the only thing about it that's creepy is like 5 feet from you to the left or right is another hole with women sticking through them.
Okay, well, I can't see shit, so I gotta be
My
careful
fucking
here.
glasses
So
back
it's like
on, damn.
it's not a big privacy thing, because it seems like there's people to like 5 feet to the left and right of you.
I hate this little circle right here.
I hate this sun right now.
Yeah, me too.
Luckily, it's not bad enough where it's fucking my left eye or anything.
Does your right eye get jealous when it does that?
My left eye is extremely light sensitive, so too much bright light hits me in the face, and my left eye won't open properly.
Is it cum sensitive?
Fuck.
Doesn't make any sense. We're looking that way, it's the brightest shit in the world. Then we turn this way,
It's hell.
it's not hell, but it's...
You know, I don't know if you know the honeymooners, Greg, but one of these days, Greg, one of these days.
Super 8 by Wyndham.
I'm gonna kick you in the dick.
Punch him in the dick, boy. Punch him in the dick. Motherfuckers talk shit. I'm gonna punch him in the dick. Wow.
How much hate do you have to have for somebody to write a song like that?
That is a song.
Well, I said, how much hate do you have to have for somebody to write a song like that?
Look at him.
Like, you must really hate somebody just to write a song like that, or you just must not give a fuck about anybody.
It's probably the latter.
Well, I mean, the name of the group is called Juicy Carcass, so...
Pick your poison.
Oh, so they're just emotionally damaged.
Punch him in the dick, punch him in the dick.
I mean, then you had fucking nut jobs like Limp Bizkit talking about fucking chocolate starfish and hot dog flavored water.
Speaking of hot dogs, you know what I ate for lunch today?
What?
Sloppy chili dogs, and they were fucking amazing.
Did you eat them with the bread?
Oh yeah, I did it in the oven and
Well,
everything.
if you're doing sloppy chili dogs, you kind of have to do on bread, because sloppy chili dogs are done where
I laid out the bread, split it in half, cut the hot dogs in half, put one on each
Did
side,
your daughter get some?
put some sharp cheddar Velveeta cheese on it.
Craig, did your daughter get some?
No, she won't eat them.
She's scared of them?
She's not down with the slop.
A lot of kids like hot dogs, but not chili dogs, which is weird because most kids also love chili, just not together.
Sloppy chili dogs would be intimidating to her.
I mean, sloppy chili dogs eaten with a fork is like the best thing ever.
Yep, that's my favorite way to eat chili dogs, honestly.
Hell yeah.
But I mean, I've eaten chili dogs almost every which way.
Punch him in the dick. I'm crooked in the spot, but I don't give a fuck.
You should have the order ready.
You made
Sure,
it clear
over.
that it's not straight anyway.
I'm probably, this order's probably not even going to be ready.
We'll see. If it's not ready, drop it.
Unless I get another one, I ain't dropping it.
Yep. Don't worry, I got the video still running, so we have plenty of bonus content.
Well, if it's still running after him being in there for more than 5 minutes, should then pause it so we're not wasting it.
True. So did your Pokemon game come in yet?
Not yet.
Are you excited about it, or?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be more open world than Breath of the Wild in some ways. I love anything with open world exploration. As well, the Fallout games, you can go anywhere at any time. Obviously, if it tells you not to go somewhere, you probably shouldn't, because everything in there will kill you in like one hit. But hey, if you're dumb enough to do it.
It's true. It's like, what's it called again? The Pokemon game?
Pokemon Legends Arceus.
Pokemon Legends Arceus?
Mhm.
What is an Arceus?
It's supposed to be a legendary Pokemon that they're trying to claim was some sort of animal god. They're trying to make it an
Nobody was better than Lugia.
They're trying to make it an animal god as if it was basically an allegory like the lion from The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
Does it talk human? Or does it say its name over and over again?
Well, apparently, it can read your mind and communicate almost like Mewtwo and Lugia. I guess I don't know, but they're trying to make it the Pokemon god, the allegory like Aslan was from Narnia.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
Well, I'm sorry, nothing that looks like a fucking horse with a giant ring around its body painted white and silver is going to be God to me.
Of course not. It shouldn't have to be.
Especially not if it lays fucking eggs. Time period, but you know, the time period that a lot of people just know is Samurai Ninja period because people don't know enough about history to know what the Edo period is.
Oh, so you say Edo, people don't know?
Most people just look at it as, you know, the medieval time period, you know, swords, ninja, samurai, knights. But that time period in Japan and China was considered the Edo period. Or in some cultures, the feudal period.
Yeah, feudal Japan. Because it was futile to fight back.
Well, actually, no, that's different. It wasn't feudal as in futile. It was feudal
I know, it's
as in feud, as in conflict.
I was just kidding.
But it's during that time period, so you know it's going to be like where technology is at its earliest and most basic. Like the closest you get to anything technological is like a steampunk Pokeball. Everything is fucking old school. The one thing I find hilarious is back in the old Pokemon games, they're like, oh, don't go in the tall grass or you'll get attacked. And here it actually happens.
Oh, it does?
Like, it doesn't just trigger a battle and you'll get your fucking ass kicked. Like, not just your Pokemon, you.
That's sick.
Like, oh, you walked into tall grass with a level 5 whatever, and you've got this fucking T-Rex looking at you, and he's about to just stomp your fucking ass. Well, maybe you shouldn't have came over here, dude.
It wasn't that long. There he is right now.
Surprising.
I just wish that the Pokemon could kill you and not just like make you pass out.
I mean, that would be too much of a Dark Souls style.
Oh, thanks. You said that'd be a Dark Souls type game?
Yeah. You walk out
You know
in the
what
grass.
that is? Shrimp Parmesan sirloin.
You walk out in the grass, and before you know what happened, all you get is a message that you died. That'd be some Dark Souls shit.
Yeah,
So I've already got this figured out. Whenever I'm finally done with door dashing and all this food delivery shit, I'm gonna have one day to where I go pick up an order from every restaurant, and we're gonna keep the food from all of them.
dude, that's some, shady sneak fuck shit.
I wouldn't do that.
I feel like you would. That's the thing that's funny.
I need this shit, dude, and I'm gonna need this shit for
A long time.
a long time.
So what you're saying is you're gonna be door dashing when you're 60 years old to pay for your daughter's fucking
I mean, why not? All these other
Let's take
fucking
US
boomers do
49
it.
South Gulfport. Arrival time on this route is similar to US 49 South
I'll
18th
work
Avenue
until the
Gulfport.
day I die.
You're gonna be door dashing
In
at 60
600
years old
feet.
to pay for Mikhail's
Turn
college.
right on US
No,
49
but I'll probably
South.
still be doing it when I'm actually officially retired.
Turn left. Then turn right on US 49 South.
I just don't want to be cuffed.
Turn right on US 49 South.
Just don't get old and go senile and start taking you dumbass orders that were
$3 orders.
Yeah,
Oh, $3. That's good money. I'm gonna take that.
it's like $3, but you're going 10 miles.
Look at that wasted building across there. There's 3 wasted buildings right here on Highway 49.
Give them some time. They're going to become something.
Wait, is that the one that used to be that Chinese place out
Yep.
there?
Gregory, Rome wasn't built in a day.
If that's the one that used to be the Chinese place, it's also
Look.
the one that used to be our fucking Hardee's right there next to Walmart.
Yep. If they can pop up a fucking McDonald's overnight, they can do something there, okay?
Dude, that thing's been a Chinese place. It's been a shoe place. It's been fucking Hardee's.
So,
In 3 miles.
Lawrence,
Turn left on
how do we feel
22nd
about
Street.
that business right there, CSL Plasma? Motherfuckers robbed us of our last $100.
I mean, a
Scumbags.
couple of the nurses don't mind showing their cleavage when they're setting you up.
And then they said, yeah, but they're hoochie mamas.
Yeah, they are hoochie mamas.
They don't even seem like they'd be professional enough to work there. like they just picked someone up off the street and told them to start sticking needles in your arms.
I don't know.
And they're sneak fucks, dude.
There's some phlebotomists
Here's the thing.
that are actually really
If
good
you're
about it.
friends with a phlebotomist, they can hook you up for $100 every time. I heard him say it. Put him down as family. It's some random dude that they're friends with, and they get hooked up every time they go to donate. $100 every time.
Well,
If
go
they're
up in there-
family,
If
Well,
you're
then go-
family to the phlebotomist, yeah, you get to be.
Well, then go
on
in there
a
and
special
start
plan.
fucking one of them so you can get $100 every time.
That'd be nice. And then they hook them up and tell them give them $100.
that's some dude. You're right. That is some sneak fuck shit. Here we are going in there like $20 will be your payment today,
Exactly.
Got some guy looking like a fucking crackhead getting $100.
motherfuckers. Fuck y'all, motherfuckers.
Let's go in there and find one of them worth fucking and just fucking tag team the shit out of her.
You're still not family. You're just the one fucking somebody there.
Yeah, but if they put you down as family,
Yeah, they can put you. That's the whole thing that makes it sneak fuckery. Is they're not even related.
go in there and just tag team the shit out of something.
They have control over who gets the $100. They can control. They can.
If I ever go back there, I'm gonna tell them that. I'm gonna be like, hey, put me down as family, man, so I can get that $100.
People are like, how do you know about that? And they're gonna go in the office and call their people and have a meeting saying, we told you specifically not to talk about this outside of the work. What do you think cars
That
like
is sneak fuck shit, dude.
with hydraulics?
Like, you're not family. I might be at the end after the end.
It
of
is.
the night.
She was saying it right across from me in the bay. Like, she actually hooked herself up to donate after she was done working. And then she was going through all their little strategies, and I heard everything.
Did you get mad about it?
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck?
I mean, I understand what Lawrence is saying on that because they don't try to hide shit like that. They just talk out in the open.
Yeah, they're talking about they're ratchet.
They don't talk
care.
secretive or anything.
Well, it's not that they're intentionally trying to tell it. They're just loud.
They're just loud. They
But
don't.
the thing is, they don't even try to actually hide it. They're just wide open with it. They don't care.
because they're loud. They're hoochie mamas, dude. They don't have
I'm definitely taking that order. That's a good order.
reservations.
Continue
$10
on
for
US
7.
49 South for 2 miles.
Because what you're gonna say is, hey, put me down for that too. I want that. They're gonna be like, got you next time, man. And then you're not gonna see me again.
Yeah.
They're like, no, I need to talk to your manager.
I am the manager.
Well, they fucked me last time, dude, because, like, I go in to donate. They're like, oh, well, you had a low protein. It could be anything.
You weren't missing a protein.
I know I wasn't. Then I'm like, okay. So they're like, we just need to take a little blood. So they take my blood, and then I'm like, all right. So how am I gonna know when I can come back? Is someone gonna call me? They're like, yeah. So then I call back 2 times, and they're like, oh, well, the nurse is on vacation. Oh, well, the nurse is on her lunch break. It's always something.
Yeah, it's some sneak fuck shit.
And of course, I go past my 30 days, so then I'm outside the $100 range. I don't think I'm going back.
I wouldn't blame you if you didn't.
I mean, me and Greg used to go weekly, and they were fucking us over back then too.
Yeah, they do that shit.
Dude, I bought a computer off that shit, and that's back when they were paying shit. I would go for a $35 fucking payout my first time of the week. Second time of the week, I'd get 20. So I was getting like $55 a week.
But they fucked us both over in the same day on our second payment of the week. We were supposed to get our $30, and they're like, And they tried to sit there and say there was something wrong with mine where I couldn't come back for a while. And then they tried to tell Greg he might not be able to come back for a while.
But none of it was true.
None of it was true.
And the thing is, they tried to say, well, you need to drink more of this, do this. Like, dude, I bicycled. This was back when I bicycled at least 2 to 3 times a week and was downing water and Gatorade like a motherfucker every day.
It's bullshit, man. There's nothing we can do about it because the motherfuckers are just gonna lie. All they can do is lie. I'm sick of it.
I'm sick of it. Sick of this bullshit, man.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto 25th Street Pass Road.
Do you know how many times we went to the movies out there that was where me and Greg got our movie money?
I didn't know about that. I didn't know y'all was friends for that long. Damn.
Dude, I told you I've known Greg for a little over 6 years.
Turn left onto 25th Street Pass Road, then you will arrive at your destination.
Shit, we ride or die, you know what I'm saying?
What's it been, 6 or 7 years now, Greg?
In 1,000 feet, use the left
Greg,
lane
you asked your
arrived.
question.
What?
What's it been, 6 or 7 years? Because I met you when I was 27.
I don't remember.
About to be 34, so yeah, about 7 years.
Did you just
When's
tell
your
us
birthday,
age?
though?
Left on 22nd Street.
Yeah, that's what surprised me. You usually never tell us your age.
No, I've told you my age a dozen times. I just don't tell you my birthday.
Oh, that's...
Yeah, that makes us angry, by the way, in case we want to get you something for your birthday.
Dude, don't do it.
Yeah,
You waited too long.
I changed my mind. I could have made it, but I didn't want to take the risk
We all need
of killing you, Lawrence. I thought about your life right then.
What'd you say, Shadow?
We only mysteries and secrets, and I don't tell people my birthday because people always forget it anyway.
Oh, true. See, why is it half brick, half siding? That's like your house, right?
I'll
Greg?
never forget it if you have it on,
Greg, isn't this like your house? Half brick, half siding.
Literally, for the last 5 years, the only people I turn my birthday to have never remembered it. So the point is, don't.
So we're not close enough for you to tell your birthday to
The
me?
mystery machine.
We are, but you wouldn't remember it.
Just leave it.
As long as you have it accurate on Facebook, I
Great.
will.
Just trust him, dude.
You're not catching what I'm saying. I can't remember anyone's birthday unless I have it on Facebook, is the point I'm trying to get at here.
Oh.
In a quarter of a mile,
Was that a fake laugh?
turn
Greg?
right on 19th
I can't
Avenue.
even remember my fucking dad's birthday.
I want to go there one day. The world famous snowballs.
I bet you do.
I bet there's not even something functioning in there. It looks like it's falling apart.
It looks like they live there now.
It started off as their business.
The world famous snowballs is not what you were thinking.
What do you mean? Yeah, who calls them snowballs? They're snow cones. The fuck?
Because they're literally scooped out like a ball and stuffed into a cup or a snow.
That's some up north shit, man. We call them snow cones down here.
It is some up north shit.
Oh, I forgot you're not from the south, Shadow. My bad.
Yeah, he ain't from the south, you know what
Rocking
I'm
the south
saying?
down here, south side all the way.
South side.
Just not that slavery shit.
Turn right on 19th Avenue.
Or 99.9% of that racist shit.
In
See,
600
this is going
feet,
to go down like little
you'll
Nicky.
arrive.
That guy that's screaming when he's drowning Nicky in the tub is going to be me drowning you, screaming, "Why don't you listen?"
2002, gentlemen.
Wait, what did we say to deserve to be drowned?
In a tub, nonetheless.
Yeah, what did we... All we said was you're not
Why are
from
there
the
so many
South.
fucking ice cream trucks in one neighborhood? That's
I
creepy.
don't know. It is creepy.
Like, that's the third one in this
You've
neighborhood.
arrived at your destination.
How many of them are legitimate ice cream trucks and not some creep trolling?
2010.
Or what's the word? Prowling.
Prowling. The Prowlers. Top 10 Prowlers.
Like, what neighborhood needs 3 ice cream trucks? One of them has got to be some kidnapper's truck.
We look like fucking Prowlers. Speaking of which,
I'm just looking for 2002,
she's-
which is right here.
she's looking at us like, y'all better not follow me neither.
All right, I need the waiter, the Applebee's. I'm in the middle of the road, so I gotta be quick with this shit.
I don't know, as a kid, I never understood why I wasn't allowed to go to the ice cream truck by myself.
And then as you got older, you figured it out.
Yeah, and now I see one that actually drives around the neighborhood, especially when it's not something prominent these days, and I wonder, is that the ice cream truck or is that some pervert?
What do the perverts do? Like, a pervert's not necessarily a molester, right?
I mean, if they're in an ice cream truck, it's safe to say that if they're a pervert, that they're also a molester.
Okay, got you.
Well, they are.
Because, Greg, aren't we perverts?
But we're not driving around ice cream trucks
True.
playing music
They're
to
not-
draw kids in.
Because me and Greg make a point of saying that, like, if you... Never mind. Yeah, you're right, Shadow.
Aren't we perverts, though?
That's
But
what I
if you're a
thought.
pervert in an ice cream truck, you're probably a molester too.
Who are you to judge them, okay?
A functioning member of society. I was literally just talking about how, you know, as a kid, I never understood why I couldn't go to the ice cream truck by myself, and now I see an ice cream truck going through the neighborhood at a time when it's not even prominent these days and wonder, is
Hey,
that a
little buddy,
molester?
you know I have flavors inside that aren't on the billboard there, right? The secret flavors.
Or you can make your own cone if you come around the back.
Did you know that I have a special John Cena ice cream in here? Would you like to try it, little buddy?
It salutes you.
Oh god, those fucking
This John Cena ice cream salutes at full attention.
the fucking Michael Jackson rocket pops.
Oh, man. Michael Jackson got it so bad, dude, when he was alive. It's kind of good he's dead so that people don't see what they're doing to his legacy. Even in the grave, they're still talking shit about that dude. Man.
He was the king of pop, dude.
I heard reporters were breaking into Neverland to try to see what they could find.
They were doing that. They released a documentary where the two dudes said that they went into details about him, what he did to them.
What did they say? What did these
They
little lying motherfuckers
they said
say?
he went for the booty, bro. He was a booty bandit.
Ain't no, they're lying.
They described in detail anal sex with this man at the age of...
Yeah, you can describe in detail anal sex from watching any porn.
But I mean, if they were describing a room that, you know, they couldn't describe without having seen the
Right,
outside of,
yeah.
Yeah, after they broke into Never Never Land.
and we're talking about, you know, his actual house, not just his room.
Okay, well, that's not to say that they didn't go to Never Never Land and they never got touched, and now they're just lying
Approaching
because
a
there's no
railroad
one
crossing.
to speak otherwise of it. You can
But-
describe a room if you've been somewhere before.
Let's say, you know, they describe his bedroom. Well, you can't describe his bedroom without having been in it.
Lawrence could describe this car right now and go later on and say that me and you were fucking him. It's not true, but he could say it.
The point was, if you were in the bedroom, it kind of makes people wonder why you'd be in there if you weren't, if there wasn't something sexual.
Maybe he has cool shit in his bedroom. Maybe the kids just wanted to look around. Maybe Michael Jackson wasn't what people say he was.
So what, you think the kids raping him?
No, I think that he just got a bad rep, man.
Because he turned white.
What was the South Park thing? Why are you so ignorant? Don't be ignorant.
I hope the lobby's open.
But Greg, did he change races?
Michael Jackson?
Yeah.
There's a lot of people
No.
that believe that because he did have a pigment disorder that he tried to cover it up by bleaching.
It didn't work.
No, they were trying to cover up the patching.
Oh, it's got you.
Because he didn't want people seeing the patches, the blemishing on the skin. So the theory is that he actually surgically bleached his skin.
Because he had to.
I can look and tell that the lobby is closed.
Because that boy was not light skinned at all.
No, he was about my skin tone. He wasn't.
People believe that because he had that pigment disorder that he surgically bleached his skin to try to cover it up. But I mean, at that point, you're literally going from one race to another.
You know what? People say a lot of shit about people who are famous.
Okay, I understand the skin and shit.
Okay, Greg, but he
why
was
did
not
his hair?
a light-skinned kid.
Why did his hair turn to white people hair?
But he was not a light-skinned kid, Greg. He started off very dark. You don't just naturally go from dark to white without something happening.
Yeah, he had a fucking disease.
Where you cut these people off.
But what we were trying to say is that the working.
I'm not
theory,
fucking doing this order anyway.
The working theory is that
Because this line is ridiculous.
we were just talking about the working theory is that because of his disorder, he intentionally surgically bleached his skin to try to hide it. Because he didn't want people seeing blotchy patches on his skin that was a different color.
Okay, then he wasn't trying to turn white. He was just trying to make his disease less noticeable.
But he did extremely go from one to the other.
Nobody's saying that fucking Michael Jackson didn't have something wrong in the brain, because he definitely had issues. But I don't think he was fucking kids. He had kids, dude.
What's sad is they're gonna have to live with his legacy now.
We talking about the same kid that he made wear a masquerade mask when cameras were around?
Yeah.
Well, he probably didn't want people to recognize his kid or be taking pictures of him.
He was wearing a feathery masquerade ball mask.
Once again, probably didn't want people.
Listen to what Shadow's saying, Greg. You're wearing a feathery masquerade ball mask.
What does that mean? Tell me what that means.
This is definitely not natural.
And it's definitely not inconspicuous.
But I mean...
If it covers your fucking this region, yes it is.
But was it true that he named his fucking kid Blanket?
Yeah.
That's kind of weird. Now, you'll tell me, I'll say that's more weird than him having his kid wear a mask.
Like, who fucking names their kid Blanket?
Didn't he dangle his kid outside of a window?
Yeah, there was that thing where he was on TV dangling a kid out the window above the crowd.
I'm dropping this order. I'm not fucking sitting in that long ass line.
What were they paying?
$10, but I'm not waiting in that long line.
Because we'll never get out of that line in less than 10 to 15 minutes.
Yep, and it's a wait. Fucking, I can do 2 deliveries probably in the time it'd take me to wait in that line.
Most of the time we've waited in that line has been on days that you weren't here, Lawrence, and we usually end up stuck in that line 10 to 15 minutes just trying to get to the order.
They don't want to have their lobby open. They cannot do fucking deliveries.
They cannot do business.
Yeah, they can go fuck themselves. Motherfuckers. Besides, I got $1 perk on a waiter tonight anyway because I was able to schedule blocks. I'm ready to go back up to North 49 anyway, where there's better paydays. Down here in fucking South 49, motherfuckers don't like to tip.
How the fuck did we even get on Michael Jackson?
Yeah, I don't know.
So I want the consensus in the car, all three of us. I'm on the whole he did molest children thing. I don't think he did anything like that. I think he was weird with kids because I don't think he ever got a childhood, so he reverted back to that whenever he was around them.
I agree with that whole statement wholeheartedly. I think that's exactly what it was.
And what about you, Shadow? Do you think he diddled kids?
While I agree with your statement, I think it may have led to him diddling kids.
But see, when you go to that childlike state, there's nothing sexual.
I think his not having a childhood and his connection with kids ended up taking him there.
No, I'll stop it right there.
Well, I mean, we got all three of our things on there. That's what I just wanted.
But Greg, listen to this. This guy had a lot of money, man. It's Michael Jackson. It's just anybody, man.
He can silence anybody.
The parents were probably after a lot of his money, dude.
Exactly.
The parents probably put them kids up to a lot of that shit. And there's documents where the kids actually came back. Because Macaulay Culkin, he told him, like, Michael never did nothing weird with me, man.
I'll never trust him.
And find me a kid that looked better than Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah, and Macaulay Culkin was a prime candidate to be fondled by
The
this
reason
guy.
I could never trust Macaulay Culkin is because that guy had lied about a lot of shit. He was strung out on all kinds of drugs all the time.
Okay, well, people typically don't lie about someone fucking
He'd be more
a
likely
grown-up
to tell
sticking their
him.
dick inside
Yeah,
of
he'd be
them.
more likely to say that he did something because he was all fucked up looking for publicity and, drugged out. No, he was pretty straight forthcoming with that.
If anything, he could have used that for his excuse doing all that.
Yeah.
That was his out right there.
But he had it rough too, man. Anytime you put them kids in the spotlight like that, they end up fucking up.
Man, this is some shit deliveries tonight, let me tell you.
Well, look at Lindsay Lohan. Until she started fucking up on drugs, she was pretty fucking hot.
Well, I think Waiter fucks you on that $1 block bonus shit. Because I'm still getting $6 deliveries popping up. I think what they do is they lower the payment whenever they give you the block bonus.
With kid stars that fucked up, look at Miley Cyrus. She was pretty hot at 18 until she went and shaved her head and started doing that weird ass fucking shit she did.
It's too easy to call people a child molester, man. That'd be like me saying, Shadow, that because you like video games and Pokemon and shit like that, that you're going to touch my kid one day. You're not to be trusted with her alone because you like Pokemon. You see what I'm saying? It's insulting. That's why, like, people need to watch out throwing that kind of stuff around.
Because of the nature of his issue, it was something that is believable by a lot of people. I mean, you can't say 100% that nobody could ever think that about Michael Jackson.
Dude, he just loved kids. He built an entire fucking theme park in his backyard because of how much he loved kids.
You have to be open enough to see why other people may see that.
And another thing that you got to realize is him building that theme park wasn't just because he wanted kids to come there and play. He built it for himself because he didn't have that experience as a kid.
But outside of your view, you have to be willing to be open enough to see why people saw this in him.
Because people are fucking pieces of shit, man, and they only ever see the worst in people. It's so much easier to see the worst in someone than to see the good.
I mean, because I can believe that about him, does that make me a piece of shit?
No, but, I mean, you could use yourself as an example for this, Shadow. How often does somebody misjudge you, dude, just by your appearance alone?
Okay.
Guys, let's just get off the subject.
Yeah, you got me on that one.
It's going to stir up a lot of bad feelings, and we just got it to where, you know.
No, Greg actually had a point there. He got me on that one.
You're talking about the cops fucking with you, man. That happens to a lot of
Most people. No, I'm just saying.
I didn't accept that delivery.
Greg's actually had a point there.
I denied this delivery. Why won't it go away? I'm not accepting that delivery.
When I feel I'm wrong, okay, but Greg actually had a point there. He got me.
You hear that, Greg? You got him.
That wasn't a matter of getting him. It was. I'm not trying to get anybody. But
I know, but I'm just
I made a good point, is what you're trying to say.
because outside of the cops, a lot of people I've ran into look at me and I look like
They automatically assume you're a convicted felon or a criminal, just based on your appearance alone.
Most people more just look at me like I'm aggressive.
Oh, they think you're aggro?
Yeah.
No, Greg is aggro.
Yeah, but see, appearance-wise, Greg doesn't look aggro, and if somehow...
Yes, he does.
I gotta go.
Yes, he does. At Walmart, they literally tell me, they used to come up to me and be like, what's wrong with that guy?
We gotta end this dash, dude. It's dark. You can't even see anything.
He said,
somehow, when people see me a lot of times, they just automatically assume I'm aggro.
the guy's like, it's like the guy hates the world or something. Man.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Until next time.
Slack off.
Well, it may just be because of how long I've